heard enough. In a recent interview, former Vice President Kamala Harris said, quote, "There will be a marble bust of me in Congress." And she added how cool it is that they can carve on something as small as a marble. K. Jr. and Sean Duffy had a pull-up contest at the Reagan Airport. Meanwhile, Joe Biden held a sit-up contest, meaning he sat up. Netflix will be premiering a new film about a trans chick working in an Argentinian coal mine. Yeah, it's called The Queen of Coal, which isn't as good as their original title, Shaft. Former First Lady Michelle Obama slammed aging leaders for holding on too long. To which Joe Biden responded, "Tell that nurse to shut up."
That's a good one.
Stealing from me. I think she's stealing from me. Jason claimed his hair literally burst during the Palisades fire. I know you're thinking his hair looks fine, right? Well, he never said it was on his head. I'm too cool to laugh at these jokes. Former Jeopardy champ Joey DeSena was arrested on charges of felony secret peeping, using hidden cameras in private spaces. Rookie mistake. My bathroom cameras are always visible. According to the Daily Mail, Ilhan Omar told friends years ago that her second husband was in fact her brother. The wedding guests were tipped off when the couple's first dance was to "We Are Family." Worse, when they later got divorced, she said, "I think it's best that we see other siblings." Finally, actress Kate Winslet recently revealed that rapper Eminem once asked her to shave his butt. See, Dana, it's not that weird. All right, monologue. So the New Yorker just ran a piece this week called "How to Leave the USA," focusing on an organization called GTFO, which helps terrified liberals flee Trump's America. And one of the places they're helping people move to, the Netherlands, a place whiter than Brett Baer's teeth. So white it makes Dana Perino look like Jasmine Crockett. A place so white it makes Sweden look like the birthplace of hip-hop. Yep, they're fleeing Trump, the man who would be king, for the Netherlands, a place that has a king, Willem-Alexander. The Netherlands, yes, has been a constitutional monarchy since 1814. There's nobody who even has a coat of arms. But they left all of that out of the article, along with the crowns, the scepters, and of course the incest. The question is, what are these Americans escaping? Because nothing's actually impacting them except their own mental state. The only border crisis they personally experience is the one between reality and Rachel Maddow. These people aren't political refugees. They're running from their own minds. They need a restraining order from themselves. And they're pulling what addicts call a geographic. It's when you think that by moving to a new town, your obsession won't follow. But give a meth head 48 hours in any city, he's going to find a connect. It's like Joy Behar sniffing out troubles. Now they're coming to life. Really rude. And with Trump derangement addiction, you can find a headline, an essay, a tweet. Hell, with modern technology, you can still get a steady drip of Joy Reid no matter where you move. So let's take it from the immortal words of Peter Weller.
Remember, no matter where you go, there you are.
It's true. Fuck the right band do. Fuck the new band die. But it's true, you're still you wherever you are, with the same obsessions, fears, and anxieties. Look at Rosie. 3 words guaranteed to cause erectile dysfunction. She crossed the Atlantic with Captain Ahab in hot pursuit, and she's more miserable than ever. And that's saying something. The last time this broad smiled was when she was in 5th grade when a nun forgot to wear underwear.
Oof.
But Trump lives in her head. So where she goes, so does Trump. He's like a cat in a pet carrier, and that pet carrier is her brain. In this article, one woman claims that the more she read about Trump, the more she foresaw martial law. Another wants to leave Texas because her country music band was, quote, all MAGA now. Honey, that's called living in Texas. That's like going to the BET Awards and wondering why you're the only one in khakis. Now, these Chicken Littles could all just take a break from CNN or MSNBC, but that's too easy. And they're addicts, and they're very dramatic about it, so they must move, and they tell everyone why they're moving. It's all drama-driven hysteria. Because if you're leaving America for no physical reason, there's no violence, no disaster, no danger, then the cost is purely psychological, meaning you're going to bring it with you. Your body gets on the plane, but your brain stays right here soaking in obsession. These people aren't escaping Trump. They're escaping the fantasy of Trump, the version of Trump they built out of headlines, hashtags, and memes. They can pack their bags, but they can't unpack this heavy emotional baggage. The problem isn't America, it's them. But here's what really kills me. There are plenty of places for these people to move in America that are super duper blue, and they're called cities. Deep blue dots on the American map. But that's somehow out of the question. Why? Is it because of the crime? The cost of living? The corruption? Probably. Yet none of that is Trump's fault. It's all due to the beliefs these libs have always supported. Beliefs that they plan on taking to the Netherlands. To which I say, God save the king. Her fans went from REM to DNR. Host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy. He was the guy in high school who always had a car because he was 30. Comedian Adam Hunter. In college, he was on the crew team as an oar. New York Times bestselling author, Constitution contributor, tattoo. And women wish he snuck into their house with his giant sack. Former NWA World Champion